Now, one thing that makes each community unique is the wide range of diversity that every community member brings. One project recently brought all those differences together in the form of a bench. 25 different painted benches, 5 counties, 1 community. It all began in 2014 when Child Development and Family Council of Center County with SPE Federal Credit Union received the Center Inspires grant in the fall. The grant was to focus on culture, community, and the arts.
And typically, these fiberglass sculptures are animals. You know, you've probably seen bears places, and we couldn't come up with one that we thought would represent everybody, because really there wouldn't be a way you could make multiple shapes.
And so book benches were born.
We chose a book bench form for this fiberglass sculpture, and we wanted these to tell the story. It's a book bench. We wanted them to tell the story of Center County.
Book benches can be found in London with book illustrations painted on them. But these benches in Center County tell a story about the community they are in, and they are the first of their kind in the U.S.
It's really cool. So we are just enormously excited about it. And the benches themselves are just so amazing. I mean, they really capture the community that they're placed in.
And how do they do that? First, meetings were held in each county for people to come forward and say what they loved about their community, what made it special.
Each were really different, and we got a sense of the community just from hearing people's voices.
And from those voices, themes arose. Things like history, the environment, the arts. These themes were then sent to artists for them to decide what the benches should look like and how these themes should be represented. But even though there were similar themes, there are not similar benches.
Artists, you know, lending their own style and their own color palette, and then you have different stories being told, so they have different images on them. So there are no 2 benches that are similar at all. They're all different.
But these images didn't happen overnight. Artists spent time researching and learning about the county of the bench they would be painting to create a special connection between the community members and the pictures on the bench.
Artist Sean Bodley, sort of researched history for Phillipsburg area, capitalizing on coal mining and then the sewing industry. And so he came up with images for that, and I think he has the centennial on the back. Actually, one of the little hidey holes, if you get down and look, you can actually see a coal cart, in a tunnel.
Every side of the bench is painted.
It is something that you can look at from all sides, so artists painted the front and the back, and there's sort of little hidey holes at the side, so each of them has something special in that.
There is no part that hasn't been touched with a paintbrush.
They're just very inviting, and they're unusual, and so they draw people to them.
But it wasn't just artists who did the painting. 5 of the benches have been done by community members. Art director Elodie Geikis came up with a design and then projected the image onto the bench for people to paint, similar to paint by number. They wanted the community to be involved as much as possible.
We wanted them to go in public places where people could access them easily and walk around them and interact with them. You can sit on this fiberglass sculpture, but it's not the most comfortable thing. It is a piece of art.
The first bench was installed in the fall of 2015. Now, almost a year later, 15 benches out of the 25 have been installed around Center County. Why 25? Well, 5 for each school district.
I wanted there to be enough of them around that once they were all in and we let people know about them clearly with the map and everything, then it would really register a presence.
And according to Executive Administrator Ann Walker, people are taking them
wonderfully well. People just think they're really cool, and they love looking at them, finding the different things.
Eventually, they hope to get a website up with each bench having a descriptive page and a map of where all the benches are located.
They are a wonderful representation of what this community thinks about its environs and what's here and what they have and what they're proud of. And so I think it's something for the community to look at and to enjoy and interact with.
They hope to install the remaining benches by the end of this fall so that their book bench story can finally have a happy ending.
everywhere that we've gone, people are just so proud to have them, and they are like these little glowing gems of art, and yet they're in the shape of a book and a bench. Most of the people where the benches have gone think their bench is the best, and they like it the best, and just feel that it really represents them.
By the end of the project, there will be 25 different painted benches in the area.